the command is forward. Take your post. Sound, order, arms.
The commander of troops for today's ceremony is Major Jonathan Romaneski. Please stand for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the presentation and honors.
Sound, present arms.
The reviewing party for today's ceremony is composed of Brigadier General Christopher Norrie, Commanding General of the 7th Army Training Command, Colonel Kenneth Cole, 12th Combat Aviation Brigade's outgoing commander, and Colonel John Brome, 12th Combat Aviation Brigade's incoming commander. The reviewing party and commander of troops will now conduct an inspection by tripping the line. In days past, tripping the line enabled the soldiers to physically identify their leader, allowed the commander to personally observe his soldiers and equipment, and to judge for himself the capability to successfully engage in battle. The 12th Combat Aviation Brigade has had a rich and varied history, beginning in 1965 when it was first organized as the 12th Aviation Group at Fort Benning, Georgia. We deployed to Vietnam that year with 11,000 personnel and 34 aviation ready. In 1973, the brigade returned to Fort Bragg, North Carolina as a part of 18th Corps and continued to train and fight and win the nation's battles. In 1979, the unit deployed to Wiesbaden, West Germany as a part of 5th Corps. In 1984, the Beirut Air Bridge mission began and lasted until 1998. In 1987, we were redesignated as the 12th Aviation Brigade with 5158, Charlie 7158, and Bravo 6158. In 1990, we deployed to support Operation Desert Shield, Desert Storm in Saudi Arabia. In 1991, support operations provided comfort from Incirlik, Turkey. In 1992, the brigade deployed to Somalia as a part of Operation Restore Hope. In 1995, we deployed to Hungary and Bosnia as part of Operations Joint Endeavor and Joint Guard. In 1999, the unit deployed to Albania as a part of Task Force Hulk. In 2000, 3158 activated, the brigade consolidated on Giebelstadt Army Airfield. In 2002, our support of OEF began and we prepared for OIF and deployed to Kuwait. In 2005, the brigade deployed to Afghanistan in support of OEF. In 2006, the unit consolidated with the 11th Attack Regiment and the 4th Brigade, 1st ID, and redesignated as the 12th Combat Aviation Brigade. In 2007, the newly designated 12th CAB deployed to Balad as the Multinational Corps Iraq Aviation Brigade. In 2008, 3159 ARB deployed separately to Iraq to support OIF, followed by 2159. In 2009, the brigade deployed multiple elements to support both OIF and OEF. In 2012, we deployed to OEF with 5 battalions operating from 30-plus locations. In 2015, as a part of the Aviation Restructuring Initiative, the brigade conducted multiple reflaggings and reorganizations. Currently, the brigade supports European defense initiatives with aircraft and troops located at Katterbach, Wiesbaden, and Grafenwehr.
Officers and colors, center! March! Sir, the colors and command are present.
Present the command.
Sound, present arms! Detachment, present arms! Present arms.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the national anthems of the Federal Republic of Germany and the United States of America. Please be seated.
Detachment, order! Arms! Sound, order arms!
Key to the change of command is the passing of the unit's colors. These colors represent not only the heritage and the history of the unit, but also the unity and loyalty of its soldiers. Since the early days of warfare, the colors have served as a symbol of a unit's identity. The flag was symbolic. It helped units develop a sense of pride and esprit de corps, as well as serving the more practical purpose of marking the location of the commander and providing a rally point for soldiers during the smoke and chaos of battle. The colors are the commander's symbol of authority, representing his responsibilities to the organization. Wherever the commander is, so are the colors. The custodian of the colors is the command sergeant major, as a senior enlisted soldier in the unit and the principal advisor to the commander. The passing of the colors symbolizes the transfer of command and responsibility and authority. The ceremony begins as a Command Sergeant Major Smith passes the colors to Colonel Cole for the last time. Colonel Cole will then pass the colors to Brigadier General Norrie, thereby relinquishing his responsibility and authority. Brigadier General Norrie will then pass the colors to Colonel Brome, charging the new commander with the same responsibilities and authority. Effective 9 August 2019, Colonel Kenneth Cole relinquishes command of the 12th Combat Aviation Brigade. By authority of paragraph 2-3, Army Regulation 600-20, the undersigned assumes command of the 12th Combat Aviation Brigade. Signed, John Brome, Colonel, Aviation Commanding. Ladies and gentlemen, Brigadier General Christopher Norrie.
Get myself organized here. Hey, to all of our friends, families, guests, distinguished colleagues, Lieutenant General retired Keith Dayton and his wife Carol, all of our Bavarian and community leaders, Mr. Swidoba here from the Bavarian State Parliament, Dr. Urban and Dr. Engelbrecht from the Bavarian State Chancellery, Deputy County Commissioners Mr. Horndash and Mr. Schnitzlein, Lord Mayor Hartle of Rothenburg, and mayors of surrounding cities, and especially Mr. Thomas Defner, the mayor of our host city, to all of our soldiers, our friends, guests of Colonel Cole and Colonel Brome, commanders, soldiers, community leaders, everyone, thank you so much for being here today. I just wanted to start by asking everyone to give yourselves, all of us, a round of applause. Thanks for being here. Your presence lends tremendous grace and dignity here to the event, and we can't thank you enough for being here. Second, at the risk, and I don't mean to, I don't want to upset every command sergeant major here, but I am going to ask our formation that's out on the field to rest, please. Rest. It's okay. 140 years our Army has done these ceremonies, and I would like you to focus here on the importance and to listen to Colonel Cole and Colonel Brome here and reflect on what an incredible transition this is, how important it is to our Army, and the importance of the event as well. Everyone here, you look absolutely fantastic. To the band here, we can't thank you enough for being here. It is always great to hear those sounds of freedom. The Color Guard, the Honor Guard, you're all absolutely amazing. And again, we're so happy that everyone could make it here on this incredibly beautiful day in Germany, and we really appreciate it. This, I think, my understanding is we're live streaming this event. We do have people here watching from around the world. It's really quite an honor to have an opportunity to recognize the accomplishments of this great brigade and to say farewell to an exceptional command team, Colonel Cole and his lovely wife, Dyla. They have a daughter, Hannah, and I think she, for sure, is watching this today from Hawaii. A son, Kenneth, just graduated high school, headed to college in Iowa to become a civilian airline pilot. Joseph and Ella are here. I'm sorry, their son, 13, daughter, 9, starting 8th and 4th grade at Fort Rucker here next year. And Joseph just started teaching himself bass guitar. And then also, I'm very privileged to meet Colonel Cole's mom, who made the journey earlier this week, Monday, from Panama City, Florida. Joan is here. We can't thank you enough for being here. And what a wonderful thing to have an opportunity to observe this ceremony. We're so grateful and thankful that you're here as well. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. So I've only been here for a few months. I've had a short amount of time to get to know Ken and this incredible brigade. I first met everyone here in Romania just a few short months ago as this incredible team executed Operation Saber Guardian and our Hungarian and Romanian counterparts, as well as the 2nd Cavalry Regiment. And I'll tell you now what I discovered then, and I believe with all of my heart and soul now, this is without question the greatest combat aviation brigade in our Army today. And over the last 2 years, Ken and this incredible team has led the transformation of a unit that was in the final steps of being deactivated as part of the drawdown here in Europe, and transformed this unit into the ready and lethal team of aviation professionals standing before you today. You, Ken, and this incredible team, you've built a reputation across Europe of ready and lethal aviators, and it's no surprise to me that when anyone needs aviation assets, this brigade is always the first call. This reputation of professionalism and lethality mean that this brigade is in high demand across Europe as our partners and allies all line up to train side by side with this incredible team you see in front of you today. Ken and this team of professionals has executed an incredible schedule of exercises across 20 nations in the last 2 years. The training and aviation support and integration that they have provided has directly contributed to the success of U.S. Army Europe, 7th Army Training Command, NATO, and our European partners and allies. Colonel Cole and this incredible team embody our Army's mission here in Europe to provide ready, combat-capable, credible land forces to combatant commanders, and to set conditions for European Command and NATO to deter aggression from any, all caps, potential adversary in the European theater or around the world. The formation in front of you today is not a normal combat aviation brigade either. This team is geographically separated across Kauterbach, Wiesbaden, and Grafenwehr with a diverse mission set that ranges from VIP movement to attack aviation. Ken and this team believe in the One Army concept. They've repeatedly teamed with brothers and sisters in our Army National Guard and Reserves. Through his dedicated focus and leadership, Ken has forged this brigade into one high-performing team. These efforts have resulted in this brigade regularly surpassing the standard for maintenance and readiness, every readiness indicator that we have in our Army. They've logged over 16,000 rotary wing hours in support of American and Allied training. 16,000 hours, that's 600 days in the last 2 years. In essence, this team has flown continuously here in Europe for the last 2 years. The message that you have sent to our allies and our adversaries is clear. You are a trained, ready, and lethal force who stands shoulder to shoulder here in Europe with our allies and partners and will energetically meet the enemies of our countries. Because of you, we are all better trained and will fight with all of our might. Ken, Dyla, I know that this command has been both a demanding and a very rewarding assignment, not only for you, but also for your family. Me, my family, our 7th Army Training Command family, we want to extend our personal appreciation, our tremendous respect and gratitude to you both for everything that you've done. Our appreciation, and Dyla, we talked at the award ceremony, but your efforts supporting our families and our soldiers has been absolutely incredible. You have both made us better every single day, and we will forever be so grateful. We know that behind every great soldier is a hardworking and devoted family supporting their loved ones. Ken, Dyla, all of your kids, this incredible family, you will be missed very, very much. And with every ending, there's a new beginning. We do want to welcome John and his wife, Julie, here today. They have 3 grown children, John, Joe, and Jordan. They're not able to attend because of professional obligations. This family, this is an Army family here. His son John is serving in the Army National Guard, and their son Joe is a lieutenant assigned to Fort Benning, Georgia right now. John comes to us from Afghanistan, where he served as the senior advisor to the Afghan Chief of General Staff in Kabul for the last 12 months. He served in every capacity that an aviation officer could, from lieutenant through lieutenant colonel, as well as assignments at the crown jewel of our Army, the National Training Center, and then also the 3rd Infantry Division. They're also no strangers to this team, to the 12th Combat Aviation Brigade, or Germany, where he previously served as the deputy commander here, and then also the commander of 1-3 Apache Reconnaissance Battalion. John, I know that Bavaria here, it does not hold a candle to Kabul, but I hope that you and Julie are willing to tough it out with us here one more time in Germany for the next 2 years. You absolutely have some big shoes to fill here in this outstanding organization. We all know you and Julie are up to the task, and we're so proud to have you here as part of this incredible team. Again, many thanks to everyone. We can't thank you enough for lending such incredible grace, dignity, and your presence here to this event. It means the world. Ken, thank you so much. John, congratulations to you. Everyone looks fantastic. Train to win. Strong Europe.
Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Kenneth Cole.
Lieutenant General Retired Dayton, Brigadier General and Mrs. Norrie, Command Sergeant Major Velez, distinguished guests from the German Parliament in Bavaria, as well as the Chancellery, fellow colonels, other distinguished guests, and to the band and color guard. And, of course, I want to recognize the Griffin standing in front of you. Thank you for joining us today on this incredible German morning. You honor the incredible soldiers standing in front of you by your presence. This is a truly beautiful day to celebrate the partnership between our two great nations. Please bear with me in Deutsch. Sehr geehrte Ehrengäste, es freut mich sehr, dass sehr viele Gäste heute nach Karabach aus nah und fern an der heutigen Kommandoübergabe teilnehmen. Ich möchte Ihnen allen Dank sagen. Wir fühlten uns in Ihrer Mitte sehr wohl. Meine Frau Deila, sie ist in Würzburg geboren, und ich im US-Bundesstaat Alabama sagen Danke, danke für Ihre Gastfreundschaft und entgegengebrachte Freundschaft während der vergangenen 2 Jahre. Für die Zukunft wünsche ich uns eine gegenseitige Kooperation und Transparenz, damit unsere Partnerschaft weiterhin geprägt und gefestigt wird. In diesem Sinne wünsche ich Ihnen alles Gute und Gottes Segen. Auf ein Wiedersehen. And this partnership is vividly displayed before you today. Please join me in a round of applause for the incredible soldiers of the 12th Combat Aviation Brigade. On a somber note, during the course of our command, 12th Cab lost 2 of its own, 2 excellent soldiers. This week we lost Private First Class Keller, and 1 year ago, Specialist Spruill. Our hearts go out to their families and friends, and as some of you heard me say 2 days ago, we stand beside you. We will always stand beside you, shield to shield, just like the Spartan warriors of old. And as Lieutenant Colonel McGraw described last night, and General Norrie just discussed, 12th Cab is on a journey. Journeys come with unlimited opportunities. So let's dial the time machine backwards a little bit. And I like to compare 12th Cab's journey to Apollo 11's descent to the moon, almost exactly 50 years ago to this day, in 1969. Just like today, there were many unknowns. A little known fact, the astronauts had multiple alarms during their descent, and the only guy who knew what to do and what the alarm meant was in mission control nearly 250,000 miles from where the action was inside the lunar module. But he knew it was safe to continue. He pushed talk on the radio saying, "We're a go." So Griffins, for the hundreds of times that you've said "we're a go," all the way to the edge of the Black Sea and into the Baltics and beyond, I'm proud of you, and I'm proud to have been your commander for the past 2 years. And the astronauts who landed on the moon on July 20th returned to Earth 4 days later on July 24th and remained in quarantine until tomorrow, August 10th, 50 years ago. Another unknown. So we have our own unknowns, and the way we solve those is with people. That's how I solve problems. I put good people at the problems. And the hundreds of soldiers that stand before you are those people that solve problems every day. And amazing people can solve impossible problems. As I am fond of quoting from the Night Stalker Creed, an old unit that I served in, when the impossible has been accomplished, the only reward is another mission no one else will try. Well, 12th Cab, more missions await, and I look forward to following your future achievements. To the General Officers, Lieutenant General Dayton, Lieutenant General Hodges, Lieutenant General Cavoli, Major General McGuire, Major General Rowling, Brigadier General Leneve, and Brigadier General Norrie, thank you for your mentorship and guidance over the past 4 years. To my fellow colonels, many of whom are here today, an awesome thing about relationships in USAREUR, between colonels especially, is that I always knew I could call any colonel with a question or a problem, and the answer would always be a solution or a yes. And the problem would be solved. Command Sergeant Major Smith, CW5 Santos, and Mr. Scheer, you could not have been better teammates and battle buddies for me and my wife, Dyla, as we as we commanded this brigade, and it's been an honor to serve next to you. To the battalion commanders, Lieutenant Colonel Morris, Lieutenant Colonel Fair, for what you accomplished here, Lieutenant Colonel Cole and Lieutenant Colonel McGraw for what you will accomplish. Command Sergeants Major, Senior Warrant Officers, Company Commanders, and First Sergeants, I thank you for your leadership and your service. To our Warrant Officers, non-commissioned officers, and the soldiers of the Griffin Brigade, I'm going to do it again. Join me in a round of applause. Thank you. So, to John and Julie, welcome back and welcome home. Dial and I truly look forward to seeing where you take this great brigade over the coming years. Mom, thank you for being here today. As I mentioned last night, you have steadfastly been present for every major event in my life, and I'm personally and professionally grateful, and I love you. Okay, to my oldest daughter, Hannah, who I think is actually watching from Hawaii, if this is working. You are the hope of our nation. You're an amazing young woman, and we're looking forward to you bringing peace to the Korean Peninsula. Kenneth, congratulations on receiving your driver's license. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the airport on Sunday. Yes, it's a check ride. You'll be driving me back from Dothan. But I can't wait to fly in your aircraft someday soon. Joseph, you are brave and smart. You are an action guy. I can't wait to see your next achievement, followed by the next and the next. Greatness awaits you, buddy. Ella, you are beautiful and amazing. The hardest part of my day yesterday was taking your art off the wall of my office. Can't wait to see you on Sunday. And before I turn into a blithering idiot, Dyla, I love you with all my heart. You are a warrior in the finest caliber of the American tradition and an amazing woman. Still can't believe you said yes when I asked you on a first date way back in 1988. So a couple of mottos for you. Strike to kill, mission first, ready to fight and win, demanded by name, trained to win, and as we say in the 12th Combat Aviation Brigade, Wings of Victory, go be great.
Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel John Brome, commander of the 12th Combat Aviation Brigade.
Distinguished guests, family, and friends, I'd like to thank you once again for taking the time to join us this morning on such a beautiful German morning. I would especially like to thank those who traveled distances, great and small, today to be with us. We really appreciate you attending this ceremony. Julie and I are excited to be back among the Griffin soldiers and the wonderful German community that we've experienced so many times. We consider Katterbach our second home, as this is our third opportunity in the last 20 years to serve here. As we enjoy our time in beautiful Bavaria, we look forward to meeting each of our local mayors and leaders. Thank you again to our German guests for attending today. And please bear with my Deutsch. Verehrte Herr Gäste, vielen Dank, dass Sie unsere Einladung zum Kommandeurswechsel gefolgt sind. Meine Frau und ich sind gerne wieder in der Region Mittelfranken gekommen. Wir betrachten Katterbach als unsere zweite Heimat, denen und meiner 20-jährigen militärischen Laufbahn deine ich jetzt zum dritten Mal in der Region Ansbach. Wir freuen uns auf die nächsten 2 Jahre mit Ihnen und ich freue mich, Sie persönlich kennenzulernen. In diesem Sinne wünsche ich Ihnen einen angenehmen Aufenthalt auf dem Flugfeld in Katterbach. Now, good morning, Griffins, Wings of Victory. Wings of Victory. I want to thank you for your unrelenting commitment and stalwart service in defense of our nation. I want you to know I feel it is a tremendous honor to serve as your commander. To our Griffin families in attendance, you are the strength of our soldiers, whether in harm's way or here at home station. Thank you for your commitment to our soldiers and our Army. We couldn't accomplish our mission without you. Julie and I look forward to serving with you in support of our soldiers together. General Norrie, thank you for the privilege of commanding this phenomenal brigade, and I look forward to working with you and the 7th ATC team. Julie and I are truly humbled by this opportunity to serve as stewards of such a dynamic organization, one of the Army's most lethal and agile formations. There is truly no other unit our family would rather lead at this time. Julie and I would like to personally thank Colonel Cole and Daya for their leadership of this outstanding organization for the past 2 years. Additionally, thank you for your friendship and for providing the best transition into command we've experienced in my 27-year career. We look forward to your future as the Deputy Commander at our U.S. Army Aviation Center of Excellence. We'll be calling you quite often. Finally, there are so many to thank who have had a tremendous impact on my life, career, and development. They have certainly assisted me in getting to this moment. I must begin with my Lord. He has truly blessed me beyond words. Additionally, I must extend a heartfelt thanks to each and every soldier, NCO, warrant officer, and officer that took the time to coach, mentor, and guide me along the way. Additionally, for those who made the long trip here today, it means so much to us that you took the time out of your busy schedule to come here. My children couldn't be here today, but I want them to know how proud I am of each of them for their commitment to our family and to our Army throughout my career. To my mother, thank you for being one of my biggest fans. And to my wife, Julie, you're my much better half, my strength in tough times, and my joy as we go through this life. You truly make me a better person. Thank you for your love and support from the beginning of this journey 30 years ago. I thank the Lord each and every day for you. I love you. And our next exciting chapter has just begun, in case you didn't know it. Thank you all once again for attending today's ceremony. Wings of Victory, train to win.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the Army song. The words are located in the back of your program.
Pass in review.
'March. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as the national colors pass in front of you. Combat Aviation Brigade staff. XO, Jonathan Romaneski. S1, Captain Mark Ziegenfuss. S2, Major Aaron Grant. S3, Major Adam Keller. S4, Captain James Berry. S6, Major Daniel Henderson. The 13th Army Band from the Florida National Guard, commanded by Warrant Officer 1, Raphael Napoles. Headquarters Company, 12th Combat Aviation Brigade, commanded by Captain Nill and First Sergeant Toribo.
Eyes right.
#3 Attack Reconnaissance Battalion, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Cole and Command Sergeant Major Jose Rodriguez.
Eyes right.
Left-hand man.
12th Combat Aviation Color Guard, led by Command Sergeant Major Mark Smith. First of the 214th General Support Aviation Battalion, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Matthew McGraw and Command Sergeant Major David Ewing.